By three methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Study the past if you would define the future. The funniest people are the saddest ones. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, ditch two graves. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her/him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. You cannot open a book without learning something. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. The way out is through the door. Why is it that no one will use this method? It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Better diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. Don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. If your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their proper name. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Time flows away like the water in the river. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Without knowing the first of words, it is impossible to know more. The man who says he can, and the man who says he cannot, are both correct. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Consideration for others is the basis of a good life, a good society. Have no friends not equal to yourself. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. The nobler sort of man emphasizes the good qualities in others and does not accentuate the bad, the inferior though. The master said, "If your conduct is determined solely by considerations of profit, you will arouse great resentment. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. The master said, "A true teacher is one who, keeping the past alive, is also able to understand the present. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing." A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart.